Hi, Vicente Cruz, school board candidate for District 3, a continuation of candidate interview, and I'm ready for the next question.
School board agendas are often available to the public less than 24 hours before a meeting on a Sunday. The content of these agendas can be difficult to access and involve layers of web pages. Reports contain numerous acronyms which are also used in meetings. What kind of relationships would the board have with its community, with its parents and families, and what changes to the school board's policies and practices would you be willing to propose to make meetings more accessible to the public?
Well, that's another issue that I'm very passionate about because I have been victim to trying, and I'm computer literate, trying to navigate school board and city's website to find agendas for meetings and when they're being, where they're being held, times they're being held, and so on and so forth. So I understand the public's concern about that. For me, how I would do it is, again, wearing out them walking shoes, going door to door. Do you know there's a meeting? Do you know when your school board meetings are? Actually, the easier way to do that would be to go to these schools in your districts and stand out front at morning or in the evenings and the afternoons and talking to the parents. Hey, do you know what it is? Here's the agenda. Really working with staff. Again, we go after all of the money that's due to us. We can hire more staff so that we can get the agendas out a week ahead of time. That we can, have it for the public. Because it's not just about getting it onto the website. Because in my community, in my district, there's still a lot of people that don't have internet access. How will they know what's going on? Right? How do you get them motivated? How do you get them organized? So you really have to go out and talk with them specifically. So the best way to do it is to talk to people who are bringing their kids to school. So it is a big deal for everyone to get out there. And again, so the biggest change for me, just talking to the parents right up front.
The superintendent and board have discussed the need to close 20 to 30 of our schools. How will you approach this work?
One, that you don't close any schools, ever. In fact, we need to open more schools, we need to reduce class sizes, we need to hire more teachers, and a lot of that comes, as we've said through this whole interview, going back and organizing your districts and demanding from elected officials, give me my money, just give me it's mine, give me my money. So I'm not going to close any school. I would not only vote against it, I would fight against it. I would occupy a school with parents if need be. We're not elect me. I'm not going to close any schools. That's for sure. Because it also goes back to where they want to cut education first. Oh, you know why they want to close the schools in our community? They're not closing them in Piedmont. There's no schools in the hills that are being closed. They're all in poor communities. They're all in working class communities. Right? Got to fill those prisons. Got to fill the military. It's a scam. It is systematic. It is by design. So I'm not going to close schools. I will fight and occupy to keep them open. I will fight and get parents organized to go and demand our funding so that we can keep the schools open, so we can hire more teachers, quality teachers. Yeah, we ain't closing those schools.
Okay, and this concludes our interview. Thank you, Mr. Cruz, for your time.
Thank you, Lieb. Thank you, everyone. We'll see you out there in elections.